1.5. We all know this number, right? The world made a promise to keep Earth's warming below 1.5 degrees Celsius. And you know the planet already hit it, right? Every single month last year, in fact. So is that goal dead? Two new studies say probably yes. 1.5 was created as a climate target, a long-term 20-year average that we were aiming to avoid settling into. The science shows catastrophic harm to Earth's natural systems and people beyond that target. Scientists from Europe and Canada found that a single year above 1.5 degrees Celsius is a sign that we've already crossed the Paris Agreement threshold. James Hansen is one of the OG climate scientists in this field, and he spoke about that 1.5 number at a recent UN climate talk.
1.5 is deader than adornium, and anybody who understands the physics knows that.
So 1.5 is dead, but it might have been dead longer than we realized. That's because even as humans have caused temperatures to shoot up, we've also been unintentionally cooling the planet slightly via ship emissions. In 2020, new international shipping regulations drastically cut sulfur emissions, and that led to a sharp reduction in these bright reflective clouds known as ship tracks. Hansen and his team found that these clouds have been playing a subtle but significant role in cooling the planet by actually reflecting sunlight back into space. And if you're wondering why not keep the clouds if they're providing the planet with a little AC, sulfur dioxide is really bad for humans and plants and animals and ecosystems. So our climate models have gotten better and better, but they have a notoriously hard time accounting for clouds, which is why we miss this, and partly why warming shot up to 1.5 so quickly over the last couple years.
It's the real world that's telling us what the equilibrium climate sensitivity is. And that's far better than models in which you can get any answer depending on what cloud feedbacks you put in.
So if staying below 1.5 is not a realistic target anymore, what is? 2 degrees? 3 degrees? While most scientists agree that 1.5 is out of reach now, many still believe with aggressive efforts to curb greenhouse gas emissions, we can keep it under 2. Now, how much of a difference can half a degree really make? If we hit 2 degrees Celsius, that means millions more people and ecosystems are impacted compared to 1.5. We start to see shifts in specific climate happen almost instantly with dramatic ripple effects. The global impacts of adapting to passing that 1.5 will already be devastating. But that extra 0.5, it's the difference between managing and not managing the catastrophic impacts on our food, weather, and health. So how about 1.6? The science shows it's aggressive, but possible. And that's why everyone hasn't immediately abandoned the Paris Agreement as we confront the reality that 1.6 is now the new 1.5. Every fraction of a degree counts. 1.6 is better than 1.7. This November, nearly 200 countries will meet in Brazil for COP30. They'll submit their plans to cut global emissions, and you can expect that new number, 1.6, to come up.